Hi, everyone. Welcome to Divine Guidance with Angel. So, just in case you do lose me tonight, I just noticed on the intro that I'm having a little lagging on my end on the internet. So, please hold tight. Dave will get me back as soon as he can. All right. So, you can get a hold of me at crystalclear101.com, or you can get a hold of me at Cosmic Earth Angel at outlook.com, or just tag me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Switch, follow me on LinkedIn. I'm on a lot of those sites. So just Google me in, get in touch with me. So this week I've had a lot of phone calls and messages regarding grief. Well, I guess the universe is telling me what I should be talking about. So the thing with grieving, okay, that's a loaded question because there's so many types for grief. We can have a loved one that we've lost. We can lose an important item that was given to somebody that we loved or a family member. It can be a divorce. It can be a family pet, and so on and so on. So on. Depression is also a type of grief or a loss of oneself. Health issues are also stuff that we can be grieving over. So just know that there's many different types. Everything in the world is a yin and a yang, and with happiness comes grief, comes loss. With finding comes losing. It's a balance, okay? And there's no right or wrong way to grieve. There's no set time to grieve. Just know that if you're, I'll use an example, if you lose a loved one, just know that there's more than one person in the family that's also lost a loved one, and everybody grieves at different stages. So don't hold things or grudges against the at different levels. Okay. It's the same thing with diseases and health issues. If one person in the family is, say, diagnosed with cancer, and the next, like your partner, is reacting differently than you are regarding the diagnosis, just realize that you're both grieving just at different levels, but you're grieving different things. All right. Just it's compassion and understanding when you deal with the loss. Okay. When we get into the holidays, these are the toughest times for a lot of people, and a lot of people grieve, and a lot of people get depressed. But the best part about the Christmas holidays is it's a time for miracles in all shapes and sizes. Christmas is about reflection on the past year, the good and the bad, changing what we wish to do and doing for others unconditionally. Like everybody, I don't know how to put it other than Christmas to, in my opinion, has become materialistic. It's about what size of gift and how much you spent. And to me, the true meaning of Christmas has been lost because it's about unconditional love. It's about doing for others and not expecting anything back. So people at Christmas are lonely. They don't have any family. Their friends are all gone to their sides of the family. So show some kindness and show some generosity and go in a direction of just making a phone call, saying Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, or showing up on somebody's doorstep that you know that's home alone at Christmas time and just sit there and visit with them. It goes a long way because you're gifting from your heart, from your soul. and you will feel better, and it'll be easier to get the Christmas joy coming in because you go from the heart, which basically comes into the card for everybody that's watching, which is sacred self. Okay. And that's expressing your gifts. That's dancing. That's doing unto others as you wish done unto you. Spreading the joy. I mean, to you, you may take for granted that you have a roof over your head and this big Christmas meal on your kitchen table at holidays. But there's some people who don't have that, who are on the streets, who have nothing. And just having a meal delivered to them is a miracle for them. It doesn't seem like it to us, but to them, that's a miracle because they didn't have it. They haven't had it. It's a grief, it's a loss for them. And for somebody to unconditionally go and deliver this and spend time with them and wish them happy holidays or a Merry Christmas just makes their world so much happier. All right. So just tag me, text me, email me. Tell me what you love to do for your Christmas holidays and what do you do to lift your Christmas spirit show. All right, so I see we have our caller Roman in Montreal.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
Okay. I'm actually doing quite good, and I was just in Montreal over September that night. I already miss it. So I would love to see what the Christmas lights are over there because you
Yeah,
guys
they're
celebrate with all the good food, the potato pie, the sugar
people are
pie,
starting
the
to
meat
lighten up and
pie.
everything.
So do you
Can
do a
you
lot
just
of
give me a
Christmas
second?
baking?
I'm also working at the moment. Just going to advise my customer.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Can you hear me? Okay. So let's just keep talking about the grieving and the Christmas joy and the decorating until she's able to come back. So, like I was saying, text me, email me, let me know what you do. I love hearing Christmas stories and I love hearing the miracles that happen on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. The things that we do for other people and things that other people do for us always brings joy. When we're not doing unto others, we seem to lose a part of ourselves and we seem to get lower in our energy, which then opens us up to be getting sick. So, whether it's a cold, whether it's a flu, we just attract it. If we can keep our energy and our spirits up, we are way healthier in the long run. So, everyone, just give, give from your heart. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the big gifts. Worry about the memories, the good memories, the laughing, the giggling.
Angel, can you hear me? I'm back.
This. Hi. Okay. So I have
Hi.
your card. I will just kind of put it up
Mm-hmm.
here. And you've got the heart awakening. So that tells me that your giving and receiving is in balance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your of self love. Does that make sense for you?
Sorry?
Does that make sense to you?
You're cutting off. I can't hear you. Oh, I finally have my customer. Just one moment, please. I apologize.
Okay. Okay. Am I cutting out? Can everybody hear me? I Okay. So I'm just going to keep going. She can catch up by watching. I'm going. So that's more her accepting her divine self. That's her giving a balance in the giving and receiving areas. She is a woman. When I'm picking up on the energy, she is a woman who does a lot for others and puts herself on hold. So knowing this, she needs to start balancing. All right. So this will give her the opportunity to look within and look at what she can change to manage herself in the giving and receiving end so that it's a little more balanced. She's pretty good at it, but it is the holiday season and she's more in the giving than the receiving at the moment. So she'll have to do a little bit of work. I'm just getting kind of a download here. I gotta get a little clarity on it. Okay. Hmm. Oh, I wish she was on and she could answer. Oh, okay. I'm getting more in the aspect that she's going to have a lot of changes coming in 2020 in the area of finances and family. So when you get to see this video, if you still need to get a hold of me, you can just email me at cosmicearthangel@outlook.com, or you can go to my Facebook page, which is Crystal Clear 101 Holistic Healing and Products, and you can message me in depth on it. Considering the time and the clock that we have, I'm just going to move on to my next caller, who is Jenny in Houston.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Am I cutting out? Can you hear me okay?
I could hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I've got your card, which is the call to action card. Okay. So this is a take charge and lead by example. So it's a walk the talk type of card. This tells me that you've had I'd say a colorful life, but you've had a lot of life experience and you can help a lot of people because you're able to walk the talk because you've been there, done that. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am, it does.
Okay. Is there anything in particular or
I would I would like to know about working.
okay. Well, there's definitely something in the pipeline. If you're not working right now, there is an opportunity coming. If you are working at the moment, you have an opportunity to move up, if that makes sense to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you been thinking? They're showing me books. So that can be either you're thinking of going back to school or the job position that you're going to be dealing is going to be dealing with a lot of paperwork. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
It does, okay. You're giggling, so I must be kind of dead on.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Now, ooh, are you considering moving?
I just moved. Yes, ma'am.
You just moved from an apartment to a house. They're showing me that it's sort of like you have less chores to do.
Okay. I'm moving from an apartment to a house. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that means you'll have more chores to do. You'll have lawn care. Okay. In the front of your house, um, you need to plant some roses. And it's
Okay.
almost like they're showing me that there needs to be a rose, if that's possible.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So does the front do you kind of have the walkway up, and then there's kind of pillars with the veranda before you enter the house?
Uh-huh. I haven't moved yet.
That makes sense.
We've been looking.
Okay. So this house that I'm seeing has the two pillars with a veranda in front of the door. And there in the front, you
Uh-huh.
can put flower beds, and you should have a rose bush on either side of the stairway going up. Okay. And then they're showing me that you
Okay.
need to put colorful flowers in there. All right.
Okay.
And go with what feel like the other flowers, go what feels good. All right. Now, rose
Yes,
bushes
ma'am.
kind of is a plant that absorbs the negative ley lines, and
Okay.
so any plant that has thorns is really good for that. Okay. So keep that in mind
Okay.
because I see that coming for you. And this place is going to be closer for you to travel to and from work.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. So don't
Yes, ma'am.
don't give up because it is coming. Okay. Now that financial problem that you guys have been wondering about, it's going to work itself out. They're showing me it's just you just need is going to fall right into place, and everything's just going to be like a domino effect. And come 2020, it's going to be like your life just exploded, and you're going to be starting a new job, you're going to be moving, it's going to be just one snowball after another, and you're going to be like but that's okay because you've had this in the vortex for a while, and it's all going to just kind of flow together for you. Are you married?
No, ma'am.
Well, you're going to be soon. They're showing me a
Okay.
commitment. So whether it's actually in a church or in front of whomever to say I do, or there will be a commitment where you're living together, but there is going to be a solid consistency for you in that area of your life. Do you have a boyfriend
Thank
right
you.
now?
Yes, ma'am. Well, it's kind of like the beginning of a boyfriend.
Kind of. Okay, so is he kind of like
We're
five
just
eight, 5'9", and he has silvery hair?
um I haven't met him in person. I worked with him, but I haven't like been on a date with him, but we've had a lot of communication on the phone.
Okay, so this is what they're showing me. So he's going to be around 5'8", 5'9", with silvery hair. And this is going to be the guy that will be coming into your life that you're going to kind of have a commitment with. Okay, you just need
Okay.
to kind of honed in, grounded, meditate, and picturing what is it that you truly want. Okay, because they're kind of
Okay.
showing
Yes.
me in an aspect of you have a lot of things out in the universe, the vortex, whatever you wish to call it, that you've asked for, and they're kind of wanting to know what do you want them to hone in on? What do you truly want? Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yes, ma'am.
That goes the same with work. You've got to get a little more specific in the area. It's coming. They show me. They're not going into the in depth of what it is. So you need to get a little more centered on what is it that you truly, truly want. Okay. Now,
Okay.
Did somebody in your family hurt their lower back, kind of right hip?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
My mother.
Did she have a fall?
Um, it's been a while. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well,
Oh, my grandmother. She just fell. That's who it is. My
okay.
grandmother. She just fell and got a shiner on her eye.
I was gonna say, well, she may want to go back to the that long, like the pain is really strong. So if this would be then your grandmother, and have
Yes.
they x-rayed her hip? Did they find a hairline crack?
Um. No, ma'am.
Oh, I'd love to say to go back for a second opinion because I'm feeling the pain in my hip, but they're also showing me like a crack. So if
Okay.
it didn't show up in the crack, which is why she's in so much pain, and she's going to have one nasty bruise because she also got her tailbone pretty good when she went down. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
does she have heart issues?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, that's almost making me feel like she had the heart issue is what created her to have the fall.
Okay.
Yeah, I would keep an eye on her. Is she in a home or is she by herself?
She's by herself, but my aunt goes and checks on her all the time.
Yeah, I think they may want to start looking that she may need a little more help, especially right now with her hip. She's going to need help in getting her chores done, her laundry, her dishes, her meals, because it is like I only feel a percentage of,
Yes, ma'am.
and I am in pain. Okay. Like it is shooting up. It's coming up. Like the pain is coming up under my right eye. Like it's just shooting right up the right side of me. And it's kind of coming in and around the front. So that's telling me that she's in a lot of pain. So you guys may want to check in on her a little more and give her a little more help. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
is your grandfather on the other side? So
Yes,
your
ma'am.
so your grand on the other side?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
he is.
Uh, yeah, he's kind of go he's a chatter. He loves to talk.
Yes, he is.
Um, yeah. So he's like giving me a list of to tell you guys that you need to do for grandma. So it's basically like he can see what she needs done, and he's very, very concerned, loves her to the moon and back, if that makes sense. He's telling me to say, I love her to the moon and back. So as long as that makes sense to her, to you, and he wants
Yes.
her to have more care. Like she needs more help. And he's very like on it because this isn't the first time. She's
Yes,
had a
ma'am.
few little incidents that she's never really told you guys about. Okay. So now he does she have stairs in her house? Because he's making me feel like she almost fell down the stairs.
She used to.
Does that
Well,
make
she has like a
she
couple
used
steps in her front yard, in to come out of her back door and to come in her front door. So yes.
he's making me feel like she almost fell down the stairs, that she became very lightheaded and that she almost went like fell down. So he's really, really really, okay? And as for
Okay.
you, my girl, as for you, do you have, he's making me feel like you have high blood pressure. Does that make sense for you?
Yes,
It does?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So he
Yes.
he can see everything, and he needs you to take care of that. It's not something that you can push off, because that will lead to heart issues, and he's making me feel like the heart issues run in the family.
Yes, ma'am. That's yes.
Homicide. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, who has the trouble breathing? Because right now my chest is just closing up, so it's almost like emphysema, asthma. It's trouble breathing. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, my dad.
Your dad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he needs to get that checked out. Okay? Because I know I'm not a doctor, but it's making me almost feel like it's a bronchitis more than a pneumonia, but it can turn into pneumonia. So he needs to get that, especially the cough, checked out. Okay?
Okay.
So do you have any other questions? Because I nailed you with a
No,
lot of
ma'am.
stuff.
That is great. You answered a lot. Thank you so much. God bless
Big hug
you.
for me. Yeah, you give Grandma a great big hug from Grandpa for me, because he wants me to just give a great big hug, and make sure to tell her he loves her from the moon and to the moon and back. I have to say that right.
Yes,
Tell me
ma'am.
if
I
I'm saying it
will.
wrong. He loves her to the moon and back. Okay? So
Okay.
just pass that on to her. All right? And then you guys maybe might have to do a little planning on how you guys can give her a little more help.